Hello everyone, welcome back. We have come a long way in the short time we spent together, and we currently have a website which is functional with some customized content. Our next goal is to publish this site to GitHub and also create an account in Netlify so that we can publish this website to the whole world to see. Okay. I'm excited as you are. Let's get started here. So before we proceed, there is one change you need to make. I believe it's only for this theme, but sometimes you have buffering issues. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. Again, so the documentation of each theme is different, a little bit different. So you should be able to follow based on what you see here. So just change these two settings, the CSS integrity to false and also the JS integrity to false. This is only when you publish it online. Sometimes you may have issues with buffering. So for locally seeing like what we saw before, this works perfectly fine. So let's save that. Okay. So let us go to the GitHub account we created. So this is the one we created, and I believe it is static site. Okay, perfect. So there is nothing. If you look at the repo, repo is a repository. There is only the README file which we initialized in the very beginning, and there is nothing else, right? But we are going to push all the contents which is here to this site. So before that, let's do one thing here. So I'm going to Control C and kill this one. And instead of running this locally, we want to publish it. So the way to do that is you just do a -d, and let's do -d and see what happens. Okay, nothing happens. So let's see. Oh, you need to specify. Okay, -d is for the destination. So you want to, if I just do Hugo, it's building the site, and it creates the public site in this public folder, right? So for example, if I delete all the files here, and let me go run this again, you see that it brings it back. So every time you make any changes and you're ready to push it to online site, so you have to create a new static content. So that's why it's called static site static website generator. So it creates static files for you to publish to your hosting site. So it creates it in this public folder, right? So let's see. You need to push these files to using git commands to GitHub. So let's see how you can do that. So you need to go to public. So these are the files we need to upload. And the way to do that is there is a few commands. Again, I will post these commands in the comment section. But basically, you just do a git add. These are the same commands. You have to use it over and over again. So don't worry too much on what you're doing here. So this is adding all the new files to the local repositories. Again, Git is only a local. It deals with versioning like I mentioned before, and it is only used for versioning in your local hard drive. Nothing is pushed to GitHub just yet. So once you do that, you also have to use another command called git commit. Again, let's see. So before you do that, it's saying that you need to specify the config, right? Since it's the first time, you have to specify this. So let's do this. So I'm going to copy this here, paste it here, and my email is, we're going to say our email ID which we used, which is the Proton mail. I'm sorry, I forgot the mail I created just for this demo. So let's see what's the username. Okay, it's Raj Training. So it's a Raj training at protonmail.com. Okay, I think we're good there. Let's see if this command works now. Okay, perfect. So we were able to create. So whenever you make a change, again, let me show you that. So let's say I go to demo blog here and go to content. So let me go to let's create another page. Let's say copy, paste, and I'm going to create videos. Let's say I'm going to host videos in this page. So let's call this videos, and then let's say 2020. The weight is the important parameter, so you want to apply show this as a third menu item. So let's save this. So whenever you make changes, again, this is the same process. So you go back one step, and then you do Hugo, and then you go to the public website here, and then it's the same three commands: git add star, and then git comment -m second check-in. And then as you see here, it says some files have changed and it adds it for you, right? So I think that is good. And the next command is where we will be pushing the code from your local machine to the GitHub site. So again, there is a third command which you need to learn, which is git push origin master. So this is the first time we're doing this, right? Git doesn't know what account it needs to push it to. So maybe it may ask for a prompt for a username and password. Let's say origin master. So it is saying could not read from the repository. Let's say. I'm going to pause it for a quick second, see what is going on, and then I'll come right back, okay? So I was just doing some research. The easiest way, if you are setting this up for the first time, I think this might work. Let's give it a try. So just go back to your repo here, and then copy this again, and just do git clone. So it did create the readme docx. So let's do this one more time. So I'm going to go to a demo blog, go to public, and I'm going to delete everything again, and then I'm going to do this git clone again. So it creates my blog site again. So go to my blog site. You should see the README file, right? So there is one small change you want to do. I think, I think I did this a long time back. I apologize, I forgot about that. So when you create, you just use this my blog site as the destination. So let me go back here. So this is the place where we were running the Hugo server. This is for running it locally on your machine so that it renders here. This is something which we saw, right? So it's running here. But if you want to publish the site, you Control-C this one, and you can just use -d, and then you can do public and then /my site. And this is what the destination folder is. This is where you want all the files to be. So you do that. And so now if you go to public cd my blog site, the files will be there. Again, this is in the local machine. It is not there in Git. So you need to do the same steps here. Git add. It's going to add all the files and commit. First check-in. And then now you can try the git push origin master. So now it's just prompting for the GitHub account which we created, right? So this is, I hope this makes sense to you. So what is the account we created? So we called it Raj static site, and I think I remember the password. So if you have those right, yeah, I think it looks like it's working. So once, what it's doing now, it's pushing all the code from your local machine to the GitHub site. So let's go back here and do a hard refresh here. Awesome. So all the files which were there is already backed up. So this is the same process. So when you make a change, do it, build a site, and then push it to GitHub. So it should be there in this site. Cool. So I think, yeah, this is pretty much what I wanted to show in this video. So let me show you how to create a Netlify account in the next video, and I'll show you how to publish a site so that everyone can see it. Okay. Again, thanks for your time now.